Top of the morning. Back at it again with another one. And today we're looking at the Nasdaq. Been quiet for a bit. It's just taking some much needed R&R. It's keeping things balanced in the personal life. Um, but we back at it. Had a few things happen. I think last time we touched base, FOMC numbers were dropping. Yeah, FOMC numbers were dropping. I wasn't recording that. I should have. My bad. My bad. But here we are now. I'm gonna officially title this Mayday 3. Yeah, Mayday 3. And this is the situation right now. Let me go to my other chart that I had annotated. Let me just save this quickly. Tape. Just to show everyone like the situation right now. So cool. Last week we closed about there. That's Friday, right? And then you could see there was some distance between where we closed and that um, the previous weekly high or the next closest high pool of liquidity. I was anticipating us to move towards that to for our trade movement, right? But then when we opened up yesterday, I wasn't taking or I wasn't participating. I was watching though. There was a few or two fair value gaps in total on the M5 that appeared on the 5 minute time frame that I was watching. So just observations in that regard. Nothing, no positions or anything. But you can see we had a big expansion. This was overnight during London session. We had that big expansion up. And yeah, man, we pushed straight through that monthly CB. We've now closed above or through or outside the CB. It might now act as an area of support. Where that CB exists on the monthly time frame, by the way. You can see there. We just pushed straight through that up to wicking down. So it's safe to say that judging by that movement there, that wick, we are definitely bullish. Well, at least on the monthly time frame, you can see exactly like what the next draw is, which is these highs. The highs, that's the next draw that we are probably going to take out. So I just go to a weekly time frame. Here's the situation. Next closest draw on the weekly is that imbalance over there. But at the same time, there is a new week opening gap that exists there, right? So I don't know if, because we opened, right, we pushed up. Today might be what pushes price downwards for it to just push back up. Why I say that, I'm looking at the economic calendar, right? So today we have CPI later on, nothing Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday. So maybe we could get a Thursday reversal pattern. I don't know. We'll see. But today I'm just observing. I'm watching, of course. See what's going on. These are US based, by the way. And for those who don't know, these are in SA Standard Time. Just convert them to Eastern Standard Time, and then you should know what time it'll be when they get announced in that time zone, or your applicable or appropriate time zone. This is a free resource I use, Forex Factory. You can toggle like filters for currencies that you want to look at if you're a forex trader, hence the name Forex Factory. I follow US stocks, so I just need US data really, and my model works on high impact news drivers. That's when I only trade on days with this high impact news drivers. Medium, that, nah, not so much. These are bank holidays. I just want to keep an eye out for those and avoid them on the day of and the AM session following the day of the public holiday. But that's the situation with the calendar. This is the situation now on the weekly. When you go to the daily time frame, you can see a new day opening gap. We took out that pool of liquidity over there on the buy side. Strong close up. Now here we are Tuesday today. I'm gonna go to the 4 hourly quickly just to observe anything of interest. On the 4 hourly time frame, I'm particularly only looking to participate once we get to this area here. So right now, you can see what time it is now. It's not even CPI day yet. We're going towards CPI day. I'm in South Africa, of course. So right now in my time zone, it's like 20 past 5. Yeah, 20 past 5. But for me personally, I would only be interested in going long long once it gets back to this area. And then draw wise, of course, that weekly area, that's what we are looking at. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll see what it looks like closer towards the time. Overall draw is still these um all-time highs there. Can see the double top. That one's a bit lower. So you know for sure the sell stops up there. So eventually we'll get up there to it. We're just now working our way up. And yeah, man, that's the situation on NQ so far. Other than that, our other charts, yes, correlated to NQ as well. Sometimes I partake, sometimes I just really use it as a barometer to refine the trades or entries on NQ. Same situation, high key on this one. New week opening gap also. I'd like to see it come back into that gap, and then we can look to get involved to target those highs that are quite close to us. Other than that, though, pool of liquidity there, imbalance there. Those are the targets we could be looking at. And then YM, I don't trade it anymore. I used to just look at YM once upon a time. I have that daily inversion over there, closed strongly through it. I'm just gonna change that. I want to get back to trading the Dow, but for now I'm just watching it. I know how volatile it gets. I respect it a lot. So I just do that. We'll see how it reacts. Nothing much to say here really. On the gold, this is the situation with gold. I'm still looking at those highs there. And I would love to actually see it come down and fill out this. Oh, that I would love. That I would absolutely love. And then I would look to do something like this. Take it up to there. Stop. Put it up to here. Something like that. That would be cool. But we'll see. And then CL, I haven't really been looking at it to be honest. Haven't really been looking at it. We might retest this inversion fair value gap there. Could see we closed through it strongly yesterday, but we went down, so we might come down. I don't know, but I really haven't been taking a look at crude oil in the longest time. Nothing really that I like. I'll see later in the day. But that's about that. Thank God for the skill. We'll see what CPI gives us today. And yeah, stay safe.